Hello? There we go. There's some sound. Hello everyone, I am the Bowmeister. And welcome to We Happy Few. Yes, we are Snug as a bug off his drug. If you don't know who I am the Bowmeister. Let me get it going here by creating post. Coming. And I'm going live. Okay. So I'm gonna close that. Shrink down the stream manager. No. Okay, bad window. Okay. So let's go ahead. So we can only play as Arthur. Oops, and let me turn this down my headphones. Control. So we play as Arthur. You'll see it in a minute here. And we will go ahead and play on... We'll play on easy, just because I want to actually get through the game. I have not beaten the game before. I've beaten Arthur's story, and I've played through some of the next story. But I have not completed the game at all. I tried originally playing it on the PS4, but the PS4 system or the PS4 version got a little glitchy, and so I couldn't finish it. So I figured, since I've got a PC, since I'm running it, let's go. By the way, I've also been learning that the Elgato actually doesn't eat, or that's the Elgato that eats CPU usage. I'm currently streaming on Twitch, and according to OBS's CPU monitor, I think the highest I've seen it hit was about 7%. So, let's begin. Of course, probably see my mouse on screen. Yeah, see it wiggling. Happy people have no past. Press A to continue. So it looks like we are an article redactor.
Oh, heavens no.
So swimming in the river is a no-go. Probably hear my cat underneath me somewhere. Oops.
Oh, God.
It is very dangerous to put your hands outside the windows of the train.
Arthur, where are you? Arthur! How did you go? Arthur! Arthur! Arthur!
I should just take my joy, shouldn't I?
Absolutely, you should take the joy, Arthur. Not. Alright, so we can either press hold to remember or press Y to take joy. I'll tell you now, if I press Y, the game's over. I mean, we'll do that. You get the achievement Snug
Happiness
as
is
a
a
bug
choice.
on a drug.
Snug as a bug on a drug.
And moving on. And game over. Oh, why? There we go. Trying to get my... Oh, coding overload. I'll work on that at some point. Stop, wait. Alright, so now I'm gonna watch this all over again. Actually, can I? Okay, so we can skip the cutscene. And we're gonna hold to remember, because that's what's gonna get us to go through our game, through the game here. Nice shot, Arthur.
Percy!
Arthur, where are you?
Hope everyone is having a
What have you been up to? No one's seen you for hours.
fantastic day.
Oh, nose to the grindstone. You know.
Then why haven't I heard a single whoosh through the door since 10 o'clock? Did you forget we're having Deirdre's birthday party?
Oh.
We've got a piñata.
Right. Brilliant. Of course.
Have you forgotten your joy?
Of course not. Snug as a bug on a drug.
Well, come on then, finish up.
Just have a few more pages. I know you're very busy.
Then don't take too long to finish.
Aha! The power cell's empty.
Well, what will you do?
I'll get a new one.
Yeah. Gotta grab a new one. So we can at least make her less suspicious.
There is now a curfew in effect at night. Any civilian...
That's a past we can remember safely.
So you say.
Well, I expect you in the conference room presently. Don't dawdle. You don't want to miss the piñata.
Wasn't Prudence supposed to be coming back today? I made her a welcome back card. That's a rather inconvenient bit of history. Right.
Trying to remember, because there's... I'll take you, because I'll gladly use you. And now we can move around. So A, this jump X obviously is to interact. Y currently does nothing. B is to crouch. Celebration is planned for Joy Anniversary. Okay, we searched everything. October 9th, 1964, 4:20 p.m. City Hall.
Do you think the canister wonders what life's like outside the tube? Of course, he'd have to break the tube to get out. That would break it for everybody.
And of course, we don't have a lockpick, so we can't go in that door.
Clive Birthwhistle. You're off at the party, aren't you?
Oh look, Mrs. Bing has written Clive a letter. Dear Mr. Birthwhistle, it is so thoughtful of you to suggest how best to rearrange the department. I'm always grateful for a suggestion from junior staff on how best to do my job as director. However, I'm afraid that it would be destabilizing to swap your office without Mr. Hastings. Fortunately, turnover in the department is high. If Prue doesn't return soon, I don't see why you couldn't have her office. In the meantime, I suggest you pop into the Joy and you'll feel the sunshine on your face, whether you have a window or not. All the best, Victoria Bean, Director. Take that, Clive, you little shit. Okay, so this is the pause menu. So far, all we can do is that. Speaking of which, oops. Look at 7. Okay, so that's the select menu, technically. But that's all we have is the letters. Okay. Restricted area, no unauthorized. Wow, you're childish. Nothing in the waste bin. I already searched it. There's a cricket bat. A gin label. Oh. How rude. It's a lockpick. Scrap of paper. And here's a letter when I am almost positive it's Clive's terrible handwriting. Dear Director Bing, one of your employees is a subversive and may even be a downer. I overheard him in the commissary telling a friend that he thinks his job redacting old articles is silly. And what's so scary about the truth? He's very tall and slim with black hair and brown eyes and glasses. I know I should have asked his name, but I'm a natural shy woman, and there it leaves off. A shy woman, are you, Clive? Or just a nasty, manipulative schemer?
That little shit. He wants my view.
Oh.
Well, let's see what Miss Bing thinks of your work now, Clive.
And that's definitely...
No, thank you.
Censored. And that's a censor. And I believe that is also
I think we can live with that.
There we go. Up. We shall go. Hang on a second, guys. These things look a little... Oh. Crap. I forgot I am... Alright, looks like I'm just gonna have to live with the encoder being overloaded. It's gonna be a bit choppy for you guys. Hopefully the local recording isn't so choppy. I'll have to check that out after the stream. Limited internet work. Is that a puddle of water? Or is that just the floor?
Whatever happened to you, Prudence?
Come back. Close the door to find a very running fruit. Fruit must have gone off for joy.
You're not coming back, are you, Prue? But where did you go?
That, of course, is a good question. Wellington Wells, Recreation Hobbies Committee, Simon Says Team Tournament Grand Prize winner, awarded to Prudence Holmes, all work and no play make Jack a boy. And annual Double Dutch competition winner, Best Attitude.
Are you off your joy, Prue? I mean, you too.
Certainly seems that way. Look at all that work stacked up here. Of course, I'm not going to use her restoration machine. Search the spin. Nothing. Alright. Out we go.
I did take them. No, leave me alone. I took my joy. No, leave me alone. No.
Poor Hopkins. I wonder if he dies. We never know, do we?
We seem to be a bit behind in our work now that you mention it.
A bit behind? Desks.
Chicory has 24. Clover and dandelion are smashing sources of vitamin C. And they're all around us. In fact, I think it's safe to say that just about anything that's green and grows in the ground contains some vitamin C. So in a pinch, just go down to the
There's Dr. Jack, by the way.
They'd mind terribly if you ate their tulips. I'm sure they'd be reasonable. And remember, no matter what, make sure you're taking enough joy. No excuse anymore for feeling bad. Don't have to. Well, I'm afraid we've come to the end of our time. Tune in again next time and we'll talk about malaria. It's not nearly as bad as it sounds. Most people survive it. This is this is Dr. Jack Worthing saying my prescription for you is stay well.
We'll hear and see from Uncle Jack throughout the course of the game, as they have radio programs, announcements, and etc. playing every time.
Welcome to today's edition of Well, the show where we talk about how.
Alright, here we go, conference room.
There you are. You nearly missed the piñata. It's the most adorable Spanish custom. Uncle Jack did a whole show about it. You smash it until all the sweets come out.
Sweets, candy.
Come on, hit it! Hit it!
I don't like the squishing
Hit it.
sound.
Hit it! Come on! Come on!
Yeah, definitely don't like the squishing sounds of the rat we just killed. Or we just busted open.
You are off your joy. Take one of mine.
We have a downer. That's
Oh
me!
my lord. He's a downer. Call security. We've got a downer.
Take your joy. Take your joy.
Okay.
Probably a bad time to ask for that raise.
Up and under and up. Downer! No time to run! No time to look around. We just gotta run down the maintenance tunnels. Yeah, maintenance tunnels are hard. Maintenance tunnels are hard.
Got a downer here, haven't we? Put that down! I'll fix you!
Ow.
You smelled gas?
Flaming Nora.
Forget him, there's no time.
Bobby's hurt. Achievement unlocked. Downer. The Bobby's happy is the country with no past. So yeah, by the way, some of this world is randomly generated. Which means I think the tunnel system is the same, but once they get above ground, the world is different. Pretty sure the world has a different terrain setting so much. So we're just gonna sit, let it load for a minute. Motoline harvester to suck Motoline leaks off the ground. Blow a policeman's whistle in the dark garden district and watch the wastrels scatter. Wastrels. We'll get into the whole realm of the loading. Conscious people eventually wake up and walk away when you're not looking.
Christ, how far did those bastards chase me? There were bridges, weren't there? And tunnels. I'm pretty sure I'm not in the parade anymore. I don't even think I'm still in the village.
Nope, we are goodness knows where.
Those bobbies seem to have locked me in. I suppose they were worried about the gas. Terribly thoughtful of them.
So as you can see, I have a stamina meter in the center of the screen. With If I hold down L trigger, RT is to attack. R3, or right thumbstick, is to push. Like so, RT is attack. LT is block. Sounds like Vincent Price there for a minute. Got some money. As you can see, there's my health meter at the top right. Joy is next to it. Dyer Prudence Holmes. Was this a mistake? It seemed so clever to disappear first rather than trying to brazen my way across the bridge. After enough joy, they'd forget they'd ever known of Prudence Holmes. Beasts of the Cloud would take my office and they'd forget anyone else was ever in it. But now that I'm here, I wonder, should I put my trust in Mr. Kite? And where is his bloody instructions? In the abandoned house. Yes, but which abandoned house? They're all abandoned. And how to deal with all these wastrels. My god, they look something out of Dante. We chased someone out whenever they wouldn't take their joy, but we never really thought about where they went. I knew we chased them out when joy made them sick, but I didn't know it was here to starve and weep and remember. I assumed they were sent to a sanatorium, a decent hospital. But I suppose that's what I wanted to believe. We are all complicit. We know without knowing and don't want to remember, so we don't. My god, I can't wait to get to the mainland. And of course, here's the note for us. Well, Arthur, you've gone and done it, haven't you? Not only rather spectacularly quit your job, but you're a downer now. The townsfolk will unleash the hounds, or they would if we hadn't eaten them 20 years ago. The wastrels do not seem terribly friendly. I hope they aren't really cannibals. Oh god, I'm one of them now, aren't I? I gotta get out of Wellington Wells. I gotta get over the bridge and off the islands, which means I've gotta get back to the parade district, don't I? Which I was just chased off of. Brilliant. Question, what in dog's name were you thinking? A. Percy, I saw his picture from just before we put them all on the train. God, all of that horrible grinding steel. And the screams. How you must hate me. Why did I tell the Jerrys I was already 13? They were only off by 10 days. Why didn't I keep my mouth shut and get on the train and go off to Germany with him like I promised him? I can't remember. But I promised him. That's got to mean something. I've got to go find Percy, wherever he is, and make sure he's okay. P.S. How long have we been eating rats? Alright, so our quest. Current quest is Wellington Ever. Find a way up and out. Where the hell am I? Somewhere out of the Garden District, I think. I suppose I won't know until I get topside. I need to find some way up and out. Of course, here's our map. Like I said, it's procedurally generated. So I won't know where I'm at until I get out. We have a craftable screen. We can currently craft a dirty bandage. We just need some cloth scraps. A proper suit, a sewing kit, and some cloth scraps. And a Jimmy bar, and a lockpick. We need 2 bobby pins and 3 metal bits. We can collect collectible stuff as we go along. For example, right now I'm wearing a proper suit and proper shoes. My items include an empty pill bottle, crafting ingredient, and actually that's it. I can carry 100 pounds and I have 10 money. I have no skill points. I'm the odd man out, which makes me defensive and sarcastic. Each character, there's 3 characters, and each character has their own separate, in this case, skills. So we are odd man out. We are English, repressed. Swift, runs quite fast, runs and walks faster than any other character. And unremarkable, can hide in plain sight, example being on benches, if not in line of sight of angry people. We currently have buff, we are healthier. Actually, no, we don't have any. No, these are the skills we can learn. So we don't have any skill points yet, but we have buff. We can get, wait for it, with a little preparation, you can give someone a real wallet. Hold right trigger for charge more powerful attack. Iron Fist unarmed hits to the head have a chance to stagger the enemy, so essentially if we just punch them. Less effective against bobbies, of course. Stealth, quietly choke people unconscious from behind, smother them unconscious in their beds. That would be very handy. Talking to people makes them trust you more. Reduce suspicion for twice as long. And Body Snatcher. Search and carries bodies faster. Drop bodies quietly. That actually is going to come in handy. And Super Duper. Healing items 50% more effective if we get that skill. Of course, there are a bunch of skills we can grab as the game goes on. And here's our stat screen. We have currently our percent at 80%. No joy, no memory loss. A side effect of joy is memory loss. If we overdose on joy, we lose. I think we lose some memory if we overdose. We're a little bit hungry. We're a little bit thirsty. We need a nap. Our movement speed is 135. Oops. And we're gonna have to get rid of our proper suit eventually because we'll increase suspicion from these wastrels we'll come across.
Prudence really did run off. And she ran this way. I wonder if I'll see her again.
Good question. We got a dirty bandage. That'll at least help, though. That'll heal us as we need it. Pick up sovereigns, which are the money. Leaky. I don't think there's anything else in here right now. At least there. Lay that door I will have to go through on an eventuality. Oh. It's kind of dark in here, so trying to find things in the dark. Looks like it's a little better for you guys. A little bit, not bad, not much. Yeah, a little bit, because you guys could actually probably make out that bobby pin. I'll make a lockpick if I find enough bobby pins. Those would certainly come in handy. I really don't know why I picked up the bobby pin. Fridge. Nothing in the fridge. Bobby pin. And a bobby pin. Pile of coins. Tie a string. To Mr. Robert Underhill, Station 4. To Jim Watt, Chief Engineer. Yeah. Dear Rupert, are you playing certain Teddy's Office Joy? Perhaps you merely forgot. You've got to look after your mates, man. Have you tried tying a string around his finger? That always helps me. Anyway, I can't reassign Teddy because I haven't got a replacement. All the juniors are off at Scar Guild. The substance has been severing all sorts of connections, and multilingual must flow. I really appreciate you sticking by your post. If you don't do our duty, who are we? But try to string around a finger. I feel certain you will manage the situation. All my best, Jimmy. I really hate these bottles. Really hard to open. It's like they super glue them shut or something. But we can make 2 lockpicks, which we will gladly craft. Is there a... I don't remember. Yeah. Silently pick locks, Jimmy windows, and search containers. Jimmy bars and disarming tools last longer. I like that, actually. It's actually quite handy. Okay.
There we go. 3 years of the salamander and me getting into constant trouble finally pay off.
Yeah. More bobby pins. Don't want to turn on the radio again.
Don't mind me. Just having a bit of a sit down.
No. Stand up. No, it's like, I want to search the desk, not sit down. Modeling distribution node. Alright.
I'll need some odds and bobs and bits of metal to make a lockpick.
And we're gonna unlock the door. Done.
What happened to him? Or rather, who?
We got an electro lock shocker. He's got nothing. Poor Rupert. Rupert Underhill is no longer in the land of the living. Oh. Well, we got ourselves a memory. Let's watch.
Are they going to hurt us?
No one's going to hurt you, Percy. I
I promise.
But they heard the city.
I don't think they'll blow anything else up.
Why?
Because we surrendered, I hope.
Well, what are we going to do, Arthur?
We're brothers. We'll look out for each other.
Alright. Well, that's that. An empty syringe. Or that poor sap. There's a bed. Diary of the Urinary Miner. September 18th, I look into the lights like the doctor's order. I could swear I see shapes in there moving around. Like the shadows, but made of light. And there's shadows all around, always around the corner. He keeps turning the lights off, said he wants to save the bulbs. He's trying to make me think I'm going blind, isn't he? How he loves to feel superior. September 19th. Took 2 Joy just so I could stand his ugly face. Why wouldn't it work? Has he swapped them out for something? For Ciamitol? Jelly beans? Jesus, we haven't had jelly beans since... Have we ever had jelly beans? September 20th. I hate when he talks in that slow, condescending voice, like I'm a child. I'm not a child, am I? I don't even know any children, obviously. Jesus, what is wrong with my Joy? September 22nd. There he is, screeching away in the corner. Scribble, scribble, scribble. Eh, Mr. Gibbon? And then the whoosh of the pneumatic tube. He's blaming it all on me what happened, isn't he? He says that it's Mrs. I don't believe he's still got a Mrs. This big mossy teeth? I bet she went on holiday long ago. Was I married once? How did it end? I get an awful feeling in my stomach. I'm not sure I'm going to enjoy remembering. Something is all fucked up about Joy, and he won't send me home. You gotta stay here. Duty! September 25th. I can hear him crunching in the dark. It isn't rats, it's his big mossy teeth. I lie awake and picture squeezing his throat till he turns the color of my carrots he bloody well stole. He's plotting something. September 28th. Let him try to weasel out of this one. I saw him writing those lies. Reassign me, will he? Off my Joy, am I? I'm bloody well tripling up and he knows it. October 6th. We've come to the end of our time. We've come to the end of our time. We've come to the end of our time. Lovely. Your stashes, unlimited storage, crafting components stored here can be used elsewhere. So, of course... Oops. Nope. There we go. Change over to our... what can we store? Well, we can do that. That'll drop some weight. We got some lock pits, straight advantages, of course, our shoes, and an electro lock shocker. Okay. It's good and handy to have. Of course, if I remember correctly, any pneumatic tubes that we come across in these like safe underground areas. Alright, we open the door.
End of our time.
Wet blanket?
Really now?
Perk up, you!
That's the first fight I've won since primary school. Actually, I think it's the first fight I've been in since primary school.
Alright, so we got ourselves a Theodore miner. Please search him. He's carrying nothing, or he's got nothing. We'll pick him up. You know what? We just threw the bum out. Right, he did wake up after that. But in here... radio. I don't want to turn on the radio. Press the button, which turns on the lights. And drop the ladder. Of course. Excuse me. That's one. Rotten mushrooms. Agaricus bisporus passed its sell-by. You could eat it if you had to. Increases maximum stamina for a very brief period of time. Could cause food poisoning and can be used in crafting. Which means, to be fair, you don't necessarily need it. However, apparently don't need to use bandage. Well, let's...
Too bad I don't have any other hatches to go to just yet.
Unlocking fast travel hatches will allow you to quickly and safely travel to other unlocked hatches using the underground road tracks. You can also select any unlocked hatch from the map, no matter where you are, so long as you are not busy, and be instantly, magically transported to it. But we don't have any powered hatches, so let's go ahead and take... no.
Sweet dreams, Arthur.
That helped heal us a little bit. Let's get out of here. And just where are we going? Well, out, of course.
The bridge. I've got to get to the bridge. In the parade district, which I just got chased out of. Brilliant. Ah, the train station. If I can get to the train station, I can just follow the old rail tunnel all the way to the bridge. Be nice if there was a map, wouldn't it? I suppose back in those days we could remember where things were.
Alright, so our current quest is point of departure, travel to the train station. So yeah, jumping and running is a stamina drain. But thankfully, unless we have to run out of danger, we're actually pretty fast, so... Well, of course I can't jump over that. Why would I be able to jump over that? In peacetime, they'll come back. Liars. Where did all the children go? That's my question. Obviously, I know the answer, but I wonder if you guys know the question, or know the answer to the question.
I think this might be the one Sally and me tried to blow up. I always wondered what happened to the letters. There was an awful lot of smoke.
At least got a cloth scrap the deal. Oops. Ramen. Oh, there we go, Arthur. Thank you. Get up. Don't let the black something or another. And we've got faceless children scratched into the wall there. Okay. I don't remember this, do I? Might have been here. Weapons will break after repeated use. It also upsets people when you carry them around openly, which I think is... Trying to remember what... Okay. Right bumper. So let's hop on in. Up. If I remember what button is to use items. It's X, not Y. What is up here?
I hope this doesn't give me food poisoning.
People somehow never notice Arthur when he's sitting down unless they're already enraged at him. This doesn't work at night, though. Okay, well, there's nothing else to do up here, so let's go back downstairs, shall we? Point of departure. We've got plenty of time to go that direction. Don't fall off the cliff, because you will die. There's no invisible walls. Trust me, I've done that.
I am coming for you, Percy. I haven't got it all figured out, but I will find you.
Quest found, kill thyself. Felix Robert hung himself.
Look, I really need this.
Even though it's just a rotten apple. We got a loose screw and a disposable safecracker. Sorry, fella. Let's continue exploring around the little zone we were in. If there's anything else to do here, because I think it's literally just a ruin. Meaning I don't think there's anything else up here. Is there? Yeah, there's nothing up here. Ow, down we go. I mean, if I have to, I will eat the apple. But I don't think I need to eat the apples just yet. Hopefully not until I find some other way to purify the apple. There's the plane. Or a bomb, even. Leipzig, Zurich, und Denk und England. And on. It says surrender Dorothy. There's Dorothy. Stuck. I'm stuck. Ready to search the post box. There's this way we can go. They aren't coming back. Well, if we head right this time, maybe we'll find something fun. There's a little pathway back over here. Help win the war, eat less bread. We urge all housewives to grow their own vegetables. There's old Union Jack. Head boys rank, plowboys wank. That's a lovely sentiment. Blue Current, which... Percy once told me how you can make healing balm out of rolls of Gilead petals. They're red flowers, aren't they? Wish he were here. He'd know where to find every rose of Gilead in the entire Garden District. Of course, if he were here, I wouldn't be in the Garden District at all, would I? Of course, there is a dig spot. Oh, no, that's water. Oh, I am literally right on top of this dig spot, aren't I? There it is. Dig! Dig, dig, dig.
Locked. Aha! But I remember how to make a lockpick.
Well, your luck. I had a lockpick anyway. So we got a loose screw, disposable safecracker, flimsy cricketback, 4 darts, and a prestidigitator. Increases area of distraction devices. Sorry, I missed that. So crafting components, obviously we have a bobby pin, a loose screw, and some cloth scraps. I have 1 lockpick. Blue current, you can eat these. They're not terribly filling, though. Increases max stamina for a brief period of time. A rubbish weapon, unless you coat it with something fun, inflicts minor damage. Yes, it can be used to craft various drug darts. That's handy. 2 safecrackers opens a single mechanically locked safe. And of course, I've got a lockpick. Of course, all my crafting components are down below. Currently on. Excuse me. There's a telly. A phone, actually. don't have a Jimmy bar. I'll come back for you if I find any scrap metal. Nothing in the boot. As of course there is. Alright, so this seems... Can't access that one. This seems familiar, like this is a normal place we've been here before. Maybe this part isn't procedurally. I don't remember. Hey, look. Nanny's tea party. Do come in your finery. Remember your manners. Cup. Empty pill bottle. Tea leaves. Running meat. Cup. Empty pill bottle. Cup. And tea. Right carrot. Blue carrot. Nothing else. Okay. So we're also searching for red flowers. Night blooming non-such. Requires night, obviously.
Berries? They grow all over the Garden District, don't they? I guess I can eat these till I run across a pub.
So speaking of, get over to our inventory here. Oh, yeah. That's the wrong button, of course. There we go. That should help a little bit. Alright, literally puts me back. Okay, good to know. Again, right now we're just kind of exploring because there's not much else we can do around here. I think we were out here. Yep, because there's the man in the tree. Like I said, we're just exploring around. Now we have...
I wonder if the plague and the blight are the same thing. It's not very scientific, I suppose.
Rubble piles. We can search rubble piles and the like for useful trinkets and bobs and gizmos and woolly dads and whatnot. Like, for example, those metal bits. So, since I'm here, there we go. So let's sprint back to town real quick. Nothing else in the boot. Need the extractor. I think that's something for later. Yeah, it's a little bit later quest. Where we need to get a car running of some sort. Or at least a car parts. Where is that telephone booth? There it is. Oh, that's noisy. Oh, we're gonna get caught by something. $11 out of the day, at least.
Now, if I was Percy, I'd just go promenading about, wondering why everyone was staring. He never did quite grasp what's so important about wearing clothes.
Okay, let's put our suit back on. That's a nice little flavor there. I don't think I've ever done that in my other playthroughs. Human non-such. I still haven't changed my weapon yet. Moderate damage can swing multiple targets, or can strike multiple targets, but not very durable. But it's better than the mostly damaged shovel, which is also required for digging. Can never can have too many digging items, right? Right. Getting all sorts of fun stuff here. More currents. Back outside here. Oh. Yes, we remember. You don't have to blow to remind us. The present is awful enough as it is. Sure, I'll take a rock. Valerie March. Deceased. I don't even know what part of this map. Over here somewhere. Rules of the Garden District: don't steal. We have little enough as it is. You're welcome to come visit, but do be sociable and have a chat. That's a nice fellow. 3. Sleep in your own bed. Remember, Goldilocks. 4. You can eat any fruit except you find except the fruit of the apple tree. The bobbies will kill you. And of course, there's number 5. Yes, we remember. You don't have to play to remind us. Present. Yep. I'm intrigued by the music change.
I thought the Garden District was a wilderness of lawless lunatics. Apparently it's just got its own rules. I'd better figure out what the other ones are.
Your courage, your cheerfulness, your resolution will bring us victory. Blood. Oh, blood. Big blood. Is that there's an abandoned house around here somewhere. May or may not have already run across it. There's the tea party. There's the abandoned house. Good on hunger, good on thirst. Oh, Prestidigitator increases area of distraction devices and objects by a moderate amount. Not sure how I managed to do that, but I did. Alright, so here's a nice little abandoned house. If that's not already creepy enough as it is. All the drawings and whatnot. Little bits. Come. When will they stop crying? Just petal. Rotten onion. Big syringe, thank you. Counter. Rubbing alcohol.
Maybe I should make some bandages, just in case.
Can I make clean bandages yet? Oops, just a bunch of dirty bandages. Make another Jimmy bar, though. We'll hold off for now.
A crib. Oh, God. was the last time there was a baby in Wellington, Wales?
Good question. Right, now then. I don't like the music. Kinda unnerving music, just saying. Everything is quite alright. Nighty night, sleep tight. Everything's tucked out of sight, my fair lady.
What's on those beds? Oh, God. I'm not the only one remembering the children, am I? Makes sense. They're all off their joy out here.
Makes it even worse. The sound of the dying music box. Let me get over here. I can't. I'm sorry to report that the girl spoon wouldn't eat her porridge, so I sent her to bed without supper. Nanny. Plus scrap. Lockpick. No, lockpick straight out of and a loose screw. I'm not used to having a loose screw a time or two. Just saying, but who best people are missing ow. Missing a screw or two, right? Right.
A toy tea set. Funny, Percy never played with toys. He didn't like anything that wasn't really the thing it was supposed to be. A toy tea set. Funny, Percy never played with toys. He didn't like anything that wasn't really the thing it was supposed to be.
Of course, we've got all these wonderful empty things. Oh. There we go. Good job, Arthur. Got duct tapes and some darts. Ow. Nothing in the boots. Back to the map. There's a what? Oh, there's another night blooming nonsuch.
A water pump. Nice. There's a few more in the Garden District, aren't there? I ought to fill up a canteen or two, shouldn't I?
When you consume food, your maximum stamina increases for a short time. When you are too hungry, your maximum stamina decreases. When you drink, the cost of sprinting is reduced. When you're too thirsty, sprinting costs more stamina. While ignoring this won't kill you, do try to remember to eat and drink so you can benefit from nutrition and hydration. Well, I don't have a canteen. So I figure we'll find that one of those eventually, right? Or craft ourselves one.
Just resting my feet.
Yep. And you. Oh. Hello, Pat.
Is this what we've come to?
Poor Pat. Oh, hey, speaking of canteen.
This ought to be pretty clean, unlike in the village where they spike it with joy.
Yeah, so we gotta... As we're watching, we do have to be careful. Because they do spike. Look at all the eyes. The eyes have it. They do spike. They do spike the water in certain places, so we do have to be careful where we drink our water. There's another.
Oh, God. That smells awful in here.
Well, it does, because it probably hasn't been attended to any time in the last several years.
A lovely rotten potato. I'm not sure I want to eat it. I suppose I could. Might throw up.
I'm just looking for...
how good you are.
Turn off the radio. Is there a radio? Please tell me there's a radio. I need to turn off. I want to turn off the radio. I'll explore here in a minute. There we go.
Well, that's terribly romantic, isn't it? They had each other until the end.
That is terrifying. Apparently I can't turn you off. Okay. Sweet, I'm another canteen. Taxi! Thanks to British ingenuity, the Buffett brothers, who were too ill with measles to take the train last week, will be able to join their playmates after all. General Wing's office dispatched a taxi to drive the youngsters to Bristol, while they arrived just in time to board the German ocean liner taking them to Bremerhaven. It was certainly a challenge to find a working taxi in these times, notes the General, but we must all go above and beyond. The Au Courant wishes the Buffett boys a bon voyage aboard the St. Louis.
Oh, that's a bit risky. Look what happened to Goldilocks.
We can sleep in there if we need to. Meanwhile, we've got Antonia Pickles and Dermot Swift. 4 blokes. I know. Technically, not blokes, but they're so small. How could we? Victoria. Oh, Korat. To the editor, enough of the bleeding heart editorials. The agitators that were hanged had it coming. If they had destroyed the register of children, the whole town would have been destroyed. Stick to reporting the football scores, save the editorializing. We don't need police looking for every Tom, Dick, and Harry that took care of those outlaw parents. What are the police going to do? Arrest the whole town? George Thomas Howe, Colonel, retired. And Victoria's letter. To the editor, I must vigorously disagree with your recent editorial regarding the vigilante action against the saboteurs. These selfish parents attempted to destroy the registry of children so that their own would not have to be hostages. Their actions were a slap in the face to every family that has sent a son off to war. We must all do our duty. By long English tradition, cowards are hanged to encourage the others. Surely saboteur cowards deserve no better. Miss Victoria Bing, Applehome. Okay. So now that's done. A bunch of grotesque drawings. I remember, oh god, I remember. Flora, Poppy Hope, Ellie, Louise, Ethan, Harold, Margaret, Agnes, Elsa, Olive, Rupert, Charles Steele, Logan, Hector, Harry, Ella, Thomas, Willow. It's a bunch of children, maybe? Perhaps, probably. Diary of Reginald Snell. The gentleman upstairs. Monday. I'm not a downer. There's no excuse for those people. I'd take joy happily if only I could. Oh God, I wish I could without puking my guts up. How could joy work for years and then cruelly stop? I miss butterflies and rainbows. Must think of the butterflies and rainbows, not the horrors that pushed in my head. Tuesday. I miss Hamlin Village. I strain my ears for the sound of Simon Says across the water. Growing up, I couldn't wait to get out and see the world. Now all I want is a cup of tea and to stop feeling. Thursday, I think. Slept all day yesterday. Or maybe 2 days. The gray blurs into itself. Friday. The flowers in the garden district mock me, bursting with color in this place of misery. Why do they cast us out of the village? What's it to them if we can't take joy? Should make them all the happier knowing they can. Saturday. Oh God, I remember what we did. Where are they now? Really good question. I think that's all there is to this house here.
Well, that's a convenient story, isn't it? The Germans rounded up the kids at gunpoint, did they? So much better than what we actually did, isn't it?
Absolutely. Let's get out of here. Oops. Yep. Take us back over here. Ow. I have that ready. I don't remember if I get attacked over here or not.
Oh, blood.
Oh. What's going
It
on?
occurs to me that the locals may not be all that welcoming. Oh dear, let's try not to get killed, shall we?
I might want to wait. I think I have to come back here eventually. Or I can... Because there's one thing I have to do at some point. If I just wait to do that, then we should be good, right? I think so. You just have to get to that point. Which means we actually have to go back.
Imagine Percy in the village now. He never could fit in. Not that that excuses anything.
So yes, that includes us having to go back. It's Sparrowholm Hamlet. A lovely spot for a downer. What's this way, I wonder? Actually, I do wonder what is over here. Not like it matters now if I unlock boots or not. It's not like there's anything I can do for it. Oh, it's the head boys. Hooligan camp. Head boy fight. Tonight, who will end up in the ring? Head boy fight. That's right. A fight to the death. Ding, ding.
They look pretty well buttoned up. I suppose I can wait here till they throw a party for the whole neighborhood. Or find a cleverer way in.
And... look at this little pathway. I do believe we do have to come back this way later. Danger, entry forbidden. Well, it won't hurt. Requires desperation.
I can think of no good reason to go into a camp full of heavily armed delinquents. And I hope I never have one either.
Yeah. Okay, so we've just explored around the camp a little bit. Trying to find some more stuff. And things. And stuff. Ugh, excuse me. Still waiting for those night blooms. Have I been in this one, or have I just ran past it? I just ran past it. I think it was over here if I can get up to it. Oh, look! How convenient. A dig spot was discovered and added to our map. Oops. Which, look at that. We just need to walk forward. A little bit further, I think. I think it's right there. Leave. Yep. So we now must dig. And dig a lot. There's charcoal, pocket expansion kit, branch, dart, and scrounger. Gives a small chance to find extra items when looting stackable. Cool. Look at us finding some fun stuff. Alright, I guess we'll finally go forward. Even though I don't necessarily want to, I suppose we better. Still haven't found any of those red plants yet. Alright, so there's one more boot to open. Ah, here we go. Rorke's Drift Bridge.
Nice suit.
Thank you. My uncle bought it for me last Christmas.
Anxious to get back home to the village?
Well, I live in the parade.
You won't get past that door. Not without one of them disposable electrical cars that all the bobbies have. And a power cell.
Know where I could mug a bobby?
You're a brave one, aren't you? No. I'll trade you one.
Don't you want to go back home?
Home to all those bastards who chased me out of my house. When they all catch the plague and die, then I'll go back. There's something I want a whole lot more. Those bastards in that camp over there, with the helmets and the proper weapons. They took something from me. You get them back from me, I'll give you my card.
Sounds quite dangerous, isn't it?
Of course it's bloody dangerous. That's why I'm paying you. Come and find me in that sort of hamlet over there. We'll trade.
All right. Well, what are they?
Me medals. From the war. I won the DSO at Dunkirk and the Victoria Cross at Ramsgate. Those bastards. They thought it was funny that I still had them. Fucking funny they thought it was. No, and you'll need a power cell to fire this thing up. Hooligans stole most of those too.
Right. Well, I'll see what I can do. Well, heavens alive. It's a bloody fortress.
Vending machine, we can buy a bunch of items here, like grubbing alcohol, antiseptics. Selling kits, grapefruit juice. Jerky. Canteens. Rubber ducks. Distractables. Duct tape bandages, flash. It's a street drug. We will hold off right now, I think. Of course, we can't get that way. Can I get into the door? Nope. That's where the lockpick's coming, of course. Open sesame. Right, so I need a power cell for the capacitor and a key card. Got $5 from the payphone. And one loose screw. Anything else? Do I even have? I have plenty of branches to use. Outfits. Oops. Now we can carry 2 pounds more material, so now we're up to 102 pounds of carrying. Of course, we've got all this wonderful stuff here. How are we doing on? Oh, we're doing pretty good. The only thing we're worried about is fatigue, but we still have like an hour, I think. For sure. Health is still concerning, but nothing I can quite do about that. Got like 3 lockpicks, got a bar and a half left of those. Hair kit, which will help. And a disposable safecracker. Okay. Alright, open the door. We now need to find our way into the headboy camp, which of course we have already found. We just didn't go in because we had no need to do so in the first place. We need to get over there. Parser quests. Oh, tracking a quest. When you have multiple quests, you can choose which one to focus on by selecting it. Use the track and counter button. Oops. Well, I need to find 2 Gilead petals. Of course, I think I need to be in the Garden District, which I'm not really. I'm in Barrowhome. Okay. Well, let's keep looking.
A rose of Gilead. Maybe I can make some sort of ointment to put on my wounds. Otherwise, I'll never feel better.
Oh, hey, look! Healing balm. 2 rows of Gilead petals. Cool. And use the healing balm. By pressing and holding.
It works. I feel loads better. Percy was never wrong about a thing like that.
So, obviously, if you select the top, we have healables. We got food and water. And then the bottom one is any throwables that we may have. Unless I didn't think I'd run into any of those flowers. There are 2 plants there? Yes. Don't really know for sure. Alright, excuse me for a second here. Ugh. Can I help you, my finally furry friend? Named Darling. Well, you sat down, so you must kind of sort of remember your name. Can I help you, kitty cat? Still not nighttime yet. I remember that in towns, nighttime is bad. Especially if you're not on your joy, because you're more susceptible to being caught by bobbies. I don't remember if we find a bobby out this far from the village. And if we do, we do. If we don't, oh well. No big deal. Kind of be happy not to find one, honestly. I keep remembering the wrong button to jump. It's A, not B. So I'm so used to having a PlayStation controller. This is my first actual major playthrough of a game with an Xbox controller. Let's switch to... There we go. So we've got to go that way. Huh? Well, we know where the way to go is. We just have to get down here. To get to it. And success. Let's go. Warning! We're trespassing.
Sally would have loved this. We could never get in here.
Hey! Hello. Oh, Earth. Well, obviously, there are people here. Run home, Fritz. Because it wouldn't tell me I'm trespassing otherwise, right?
I guess I have to take that elevator. I hope no one notices.
So long, Jerry. Wall there. Well. They noticed.
Lovely day, Fred.
A lovely day it is. Not many people get this far. It's sort of a test. Someone who gets this far usually puts up a decent fight.
In the arena.
I don't suppose there's some way I could be more useful to you alive.
I don't know. Can you juggle?
Well, I can write a lovely poem. I won a prize in school.
Nah. We've already got a bard. First, put your things in that box. That will leave you there to starve.
Alright.
Gird thy loins for the moment of truth, for it is upon you.
Oh, we got healed myself done. We have literally just my clothes. That's all I've got on my person at this point. Looks like we're about.
Was bloody incredible, wasn't it? This is the best circus we've had in weeks. Our newest gladiator comes direct to you from City Hall, according to his wallet. Ladies and gentlemen, will you please welcome warmly Arthur, King of the Parade!
Bar rules. For Little George's initiation, he has to win an arena fight with the tourists. No fair fighting, wastrel weaklings. Fresh meat only. Steal food not looted from a dead body. Sneak into the village and steal a bobby hat. Maybe make it the red bobby hat. That's a fight I'd like to see. 4. Clean my leather jacket. 5. Stop being a dull wanker. Oops, I guess Little George might not be head boy material after all.
Let's see if he can keep blood off that lovely suit, especially his. Hey, in the other corner, is our two-time winner, Danny Defoe!
Sorry, Danny.
Bloody hell! Arthur Hastings?
I'm sorry? I don't think I know you.
Of course you know me! You got me sacked from the old Current!
I don't remember that. I don't work there anymore.
You thought one of my articles was insufficiently original?
Danny Defoe! You've lost a bit of weight. To be fair, you did copy my piece line by line.
Who gives a shit, Hastings? A newspaper's supposed to make you feel good. Nobody remembers what they read.
Sure they do.
I don't want to fight you.
The feeling is muted. There's only enough food for the winners, see?
Now lads, choose your weapons. One is quite lethal. The other will just give the other chap some bad dreams. Up to you.
That padded one doesn't look nearly as effective. How badly do I not want to kill good old Danny? And Danny's picked the lethal one. That's cheery.
Hey, some guy, I've got great odds on you. Don't fuck it up.
Oh, I don't plan
He's
on
gonna
it.
come on strong with that lead pipe. You're gonna want to block that.
Block tack by holding left.
It's time!
Try shoving him. Drop his guard. Try shoving him. Drop his guard.
Your feet! Feet!
personal.
4, 3, 2, 1. Let's spice it up, shall we, eh? How about we let the birds have a chance? If you lost your bet on Defoe, now's your chance to have a double or quits.
Yeah, Tank wanna play hide and seek? I love it.
Block!
Head off! King of the Rhine
Come to.
is victorious. Arthur, you are free to go. It's been a real pleasure having you over. Catch you later.
Nothing. Branch. Nothing. Alright. Alright, I guess I'll go. Quest complete. Conflict resolution. Can I use this to get out of here? That's my question.
Let's all wish him well on his journey.
Oh God, this on. Oh God.
We've got Eleanor. Nothing. Celestia. Nothing. Leslie. Mushrooms. Potato. Joan Excluder. Nothing. Jimmy Bar. I'll take that. Rotten carrot. Middle bits. If I didn't find that, I can certainly make it. I need to get it back up there somehow. Let's see what else I can do here. Well, there's something I can... How did I do this last time? There we go.
There's some sort of vent. I wonder if I can pry it loose. I'd need a Jimmy bar.
Well, your luck. We have to
I
find
suppose
one.
now that no one is actively trying to kill me, I ought to be on the lookout for a motoline dispenser. That chap at the bridge said I'd need a power cell. And his war medals.
Speaking of... that... Completing quests through Relating Wells will give you skill points to use your skill point open skill trait by pressing select. Buying skills. When you have enough skill points, you can purchase skills to improve your abilities. Purchase a Sweet Dream skill. Which makes sense why it's only 1 point. Because it is a
I better
quest.
figure out how to get rid of him real quiet like. I definitely don't want a crowd.
And take down.
Oh, this won't hurt a bit.
Search you. Nothing. Okay, that works. All sorts of stuff. And drink. There we go. Excuse me, game. Yes, please. Thank you. Of course, I don't want to walk in that. Remove my shoes. Press B to sneak. While sneaking, your visibility is lowered and you make less noise. You can also see the footsteps of nearby enemies, even through the walls. Try sneaking past the hooligan in this room. Alright, so there he is. Let's watch him for a second, shall we?
No one saw me hide. I bet I could stay here forever. At least until I starved to death.
Quick slots fill automatically from your inventory and display in the lower right corner of the screen. Select the active slot, press up for healing items, right for food and throwable, or for food, down for tools and throwables, and left for drugs. Press that button again to scroll through the items queued in each quick slot. Hold LB to use or equip item. It's easy to move among your enemies if they're looking somewhere else. To cause a distraction, select your gadget, quick slot with down, and tap down again until you select the bottle. Raise the bottle with left bumper. Your target is marked with the rotating reticule. And press and hold right trigger to aim and release it to throw someplace you want it to go and investigate. To abort the throw, just tap left trigger. Of course, I can't lock it from that side. Okay. Oh boy. Of course, I can't go that way. Quietly, gently, quietly, close enough. Okay. Head boy motto. Do I not have it anymore? Not. Of course, I don't have any more of my weapons.
I guess I can go to that hamlet and give that chap his medals, and he'll give me the card I need to cross the bridge. All right, now I just need that power cell.
Do indeed.
You're not the bloody elf, are you? So get out! You're here. I know you will.
we see the violence inherent in the system.
Jimmy bar. Pair of Jimmy bars, okay. Well, I did all the sneak things, so I don't need to sneak anymore. It's just a clobbering time now. That's all that is. Is it this way? Oh, there's the motor lane.
There we go. I can find a power supply right there. Motoline, pure resublimated dimotoline. The fuel of the future, now.
Well, let's make ourselves real quick a lockpick. Oh, that's the way out. Let's go back in here because there's a desk I want open. Lockpicking the desk open. All that for nothing. Alright, now I guess. Need to stop getting in the rubbish bin. I'll just throw your happy body in there. Kindly get out of here.
Well, I think that's everything I had when they jumped me.
Steal our stash back, yes please. And of course, use our ladder. Go. Of course, we've got a bunch of lockpicks. So let's go ahead and make a bunch. Got a proper suit, which we'll need one of here in a little bit. And, of course, no healing monks and no overfilled Gileads. But we got plenty of cloth straps. Cloth scrap. 69 pounds. Nice. Okay. I got a little bit of time. Probably end about 4-ish or so. Not make it a super long stream. I do have War Games is at 4:30. NXT War Games. Oops. What did I do? Oh. I unequipped my suit. Put your shoes on. There you go.
If I crouch, I bet I can disappear into those bushes.
Enemies won't spot you if you're sneaking into one of the bushes with flowers, or yellow flowers, unless they bump into you. So, into the bushes we go. Where you going, mate? I heard this way back to the next set of flowers. What you watching for? What you looking at? What you doing?
This won't take a minute.
We're gonna... I will absolutely do so. Thank you, sir. Pick the lock, 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 pick the lock. Thanks, sirs. Appreciate your business. Now let me get out of here and let me go along my way. So now we should be able to find the night blooming nonsuches. Which, if we take a look at those. Somewhere around here, there's a night blooming. Oh, some people like bouquets made out of these. Some people like to make tea to help them throw up. Go figure. Okay, so if we collect enough of those. Hey, there's a quest item apparently. So if we collect a bunch of them.
I remember when they came back from London. Mum wouldn't stop crying for a week. But all Percy could talk about was a train.
Go. There's another one of those beautiful looking flowers. Now, I am afraid I'm gonna have to fight my way out. That's where my cricket bat comes in handy. Excuse me. La 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 la. I wish the abyss would stop looking back at me. Same, my friend. Same. Okay, so we'll. Looks like we're. Oh! Certain crates you can open. Sweet, give a small chance to find extra items when looting. It's now 2 out of 5. I like that. I have my bat handy just in case. Welcome to Edenham. Let us in or let us out. I say let me in. I see you.
Hello? Anyone out there?
What the hell? Are you a tourist? You're dressed like one.
Shit.
Slumming it, are we? Must be nice to have a closet.
Over here. Over here. Do you want to get thrashed?
No. I really don't, actually.
Come in. Come in.
Thank you.
God, you're new here, aren't you? From the parade?
Yes. Well, how could you tell?
Yeah. I'll tell you how to survive your next 5 minutes, and in return, you'll give me your socks.
Well, that's outrageous.
Your funeral.
Why are they so angry?
Because that suit you're wearing reminds them of all the jolly, proper, decent wellies who drove them out of their homes in the village. And now we're all cold and tired and starving to death. You better get a nice sharp rock and rip that to shreds.
My uncle gave this to me for Christmas.
Or they'll rip you to shreds.
Shit. I hadn't thought there would be so many.
Yeah, it's like the latest groovy nightclub, isn't it? People get a bad batch of joy, and it like flips a switch, and they can't take joy anymore. So they get chased out of the village. Been a lot of bad batches lately.
So what happens if I rip up my suit? They invite me over for tea and biscuits.
Then they really won't give a damn what you do, so long as you don't take things that don't belong to you. Or go up and punch someone in the nose.
Fair enough.
Now you can survive the next 5 minutes. Cheerio!
Horn suit is now available in your journal. We're gonna kind of hide up here real quick. I really don't want to have to rip up this lovely suit my uncle gave it to me for Christmas. On the other hand, I really don't want that mob outside to rip up my suit while I'm in it. I'm gonna have to rip up the suit, aren't I? Okay, first things first. I need to itch my toes here. My toe itches. Oops. So craftables. We now have a proper suit and a torn suit. Well, first things first, I can make a proper suit. There. Now I have myself. Whoops. Come on. Back to it. I have a torn suit, which conforms to the garden district. And I have the proper suit.
I don't think my suit is decent anymore. I could wear it around the garden district, but proper folk will have me pegged for a wastrel.
Go home and go to bed.
What? I don't want to. It's too early for bed. Okay, it's like 2 o'clock in the morning. Got a bunch of loose screws and some darts. All sorts of stuff
After
here.
dark, love. Best to stay out of sight.
I'm trying to go upstairs to pick up lights.
I lied for you today at 4:15.
That's not good, Percy. You're rubbish at lying.
I was a good liar today.
Who did you lie to?
Mrs. Boyle,
Mrs. Boyle came here?
her face was all red, and her voice was like Mom when she's angry. And I thought that you would ask me why she's angry.
Why was she angry?
I decided that she was angry because you were up in a tree next to Sally Boyle's bedroom window last night at 8:15 p.m.
Oh, bloody hell. What exactly did he say?
I told her that I was in the tree.
Oh, Percy, that's very bad.
No, Arthur, it's brilliant.
Why is it brilliant?
She won't make me be in trouble because I'm slow.
You didn't have to do that.
She told me not to do it again, so I promised I wouldn't.
Thank you.
I love you, Arthur.
I love you too.
Oh. Church. Speaking of which,
I got your medals.
Thank you. You don't know what these mean to me. To know that some of us fought. To know that I fought. You're probably too young to remember. We stood tall in those days. In 42, we threw them back into the sea. Then they came back in 43. It weren't the same.
I hate to be a bother, but the card to get across the bridge?
Right. Oh, of course, yeah, sorry. Forgive an old man his memories. Well, good luck.
I've got this key card, and I can power up the gate with the power cell. I guess I'm ready to cross the bridge.
we are.
A safe. I suppose if there's something valuable in this house, it ought to be in here.
And okay, cool. He doesn't even care. Workbench, just another way to get nice and fun stuff done here. Rock. Carrying too many rocks. I will take the first aid kit. Take the first aid kit. Open the door. Close the door. Great. The importance of not being seen. Hostile or inquisitive NPCs forget about you slightly faster. 1 out of 2. Increases damage by explosive weapons by a moderate amount. You have picked up a book. Back in 1964, people read books to learn how to do things better. You should read all the books you can find in Wellington Wells.
After dark, love. Best to stay out of sight.
Can I go upstairs? I don't know if I don't think I can go upstairs. I don't think there are any bobbies in the area, so I think I'm... Oh, I can go upstairs.
Go home and go to bed.
Never! Can't tell me what to do! I know I'm about ready to get picked apart by a screaming hostile mob.
Ain't it past your bedtime?
Nope. I don't know what you're talking about. It's not bedtime. Not even by a long shot.
I suppose he's just another rotten downer like us.
NPCs have status indicators over their heads. The white outline fill represents awareness. As it goes up, NPCs become more aware of you. The red outline represents suspicion. Suspicious or annoying behaviors will fill it. Once completely filled, NPCs become hostile. It's combat time and you can't perform anymore. NPC help is displayed as the fill triangle inside the indicator. Be aware that some actions cause instant aggression like trespassing or stealing.
Welcome to the Bloody Garden District.
What a waste of time.
Okay, well I suppose we shall nap for a little bit, I guess. Yeah.
Well, you've made your bed, Arthur, haven't you?
Here we are. Because hopefully... There we go.
Didn't we go to school together? Miss Bing's class.
Stay where I can see you. No one likes a lurker.
Well, that's a lovely word to find on the wall. Again, they wish the abyss would stop back. I certainly would too. Okay, so yeah, I thought that was a trespassing zone. Death to Poshi. Wonder. Oh, I cannot sneak. Can I get around the other side, though? The answer is, of course, no, I cannot. Should look good. Rancid stew.
I know how you feel.
Stay away from the ones with the plague. It's a terrible way to die.
Oh. Plague, huh? I am not a downer, I am a free man. Stop staring at me. Birch.
Been a while, hasn't it?
Never thought it would come to this, did we?
Some lovely jugs of Head Boy steel.
At least we're alive, right?
Don't swim in the river. The fumes will kill you.
Why can't we swim in the river? Huh? What's in the river? Phone's ringing. Nice phone ringing.
This is for the benefit of Mr. Kite. The rabbit got into the garden. The rabbit got into the garden.
Sounds like some sort of secret message.
Of course, now I'm gonna wander the whole long way around. Because, of course, let's first head back. If I can get in there. Rock. I guess let's head back into our lovely safe hatch. Not even a safe home, it's a safe hatch. Let's talk to the pneumatic stash. that didn't drop a whole lot, did it? Well, I have all these branches. Oops, and things. Stick back to my stash here. Got all these health items. Bright bobbies. There's all these gadgets. I suppose I could probably just go ahead and drop all those off because I don't need them. Weapons, I've got plenty, including some rocks. The staff, like the help, but less helpful and non-lethal. Oh, I can use it. Speaking of which, go ahead and equip it. Let's see here, real quick. Yep, he's still here. Yeah, we'll just leave him. We shall leave him be. And out we go. Alright. Let's go across that bridge, shall we? Hour 58, including overloaded. So I think what will happen is that I will go ahead and let's go make it across the bridge real quick. Just gotta get there, of course. Ready to run across the bridge. Run across the bridge. So turn that on. Slide the key card.
Bloody hell, I'd forgotten about the revolvers. If I go through without taking my joy, I'm gonna get spanked. I better run like hell when it lets me out.
Oh boy. Oh. Oh then. Can't be too careful with those things now, can you?
One bridge down, and I'm off to the train station.
Well, apparently I can't get in that building at all. Okay, we'll just make our way across. Oh.
This is where we hang them, isn't it?
Hello.
They broke into the police station, tried to burn the register so the Germans wouldn't know which kids to take. We didn't want the Germans to be angry, did we? We were so scared, or maybe just so tired, so we hanged them to encourage the others. I wonder if we'd made the Germans take the kids by force instead of bringing them down to the station singing London Bridge, if things would be different now.
Yum. Sorry, guys.
I hope that's the worst thing I remember.
If you can't
Says
figure
the
out
chap
what
heading
people
to
are
the
hanging
train
with you, check out your
station.
status screen.
Oh, what
Just
lovely
press,
memories are waiting for me there.
press that button and select status screen. Oh, wouldn't say anything while anyone's angry at me yet.
At least I can get on the train tracks there and get the hell out of town. No, I just need to find the train station. I want to be able to see it from a distance.
Now entering Eel Pie Home. Okay. Find the hatch at Eel Pie Home. Okay.
At least we have our memories, right?
Getting enough sleep. It's important to sleep.
You know what? Let's get to our... Look, it's over that way. Hello.
At least there are flowers out here.
I try not to talk about the... you know, but sometimes I just can't help it.
I know. I hear you.
The side effects.
Ooh, there's a big one we don't mention, isn't there?
Dexter is added to our October 5th, Dr. Robert Byron, St. Michael's Hospital, 102 The Parade, Wellington Wells. My dear Dr. Byron, I spotted what seems to be a case of full-blown plague in the Garden District. Of course, my colleagues and I immediately resolved the matter. I don't suppose anyone could have gotten across the Blood's Hole Bridge. It would be well to check. Assuming the vector is still shut off, we must consider the plague to be possibly waterborne. In that case, dumping the bodies of the victims in the river needs to cease forthwith, don't you think? It's bad enough when it already gets through the filters of the water plant. Hopefully we've nipped this outbreak in the bud. If not, we need to equip the constables with gas masks on Eel Pie as well. Yours, very truly, St. John Keats, MD. Okay.
Who's she talking to? On all of the telephones. Uncle Jack. I can't remember.
Alright, so... That's jammed. Quest found. Mastermind. Find a way in.
They never told me what that specialist said. The one in London, when they took him to see him.
Because I remember if I can get in and out of here, just look at us in and out of the next, this will take us in and out of this section, no problem.
Odd. Why are there cables coming out of that painting? Why does that bookshelf look like it doesn't quite fit? I wonder if it's some sort of secret door.
It is some sort of secret door. Oh, that'll come in handy.
I think it needs power. Where can I turn on the power?
Mastermind. Enjoy my little puzzle. Silly, I know, but it keeps the plagueies out. 1, choose a symbol for each button. 2, check with the lever. If you get it wrong 3 times, the puzzle resets. Otherwise, it'll just be too ridiculously easy. Okay. So let's just follow things here. I can sit. I thought I could go through that way. Maybe I do have to play the puzzle. Let's see if there's another way inside, which there is, but I think that's the same. Well, that's definitely not the same window. Okay.
I bet this powers that door.
I bet it does too. So let's get back out, get back through that window here. And color button. No, that's a failure. Okay, so let's start again. Haha! Success! Success for us. Crouch down. Open the hatch. And we have to turn on the power if I remember it. First things first. Turn off the radio. Lights on. Turn on the radio. Turn that stuff up. Lights on. Turn on the radio. And activate the hatch to...
Now I can come back here from any other hatch without anyone trying to kill me.
Success! Real quick, we've got some blueprints! So now we can create disposable safecrackers. Should we want to, of course. We also have a new item, a head knocker. Which, I've got a few of those. So we're going to go ahead and take that. There's also a pointy stick. Which I will definitely get one of those. Pick the lock and make the locker, real quick. Got a rusty shovel. Good old bits and bobs. Dingly gizmos.
I haven't seen one of those in a while.
Of course,
nice to see you.
Of course, I can buy things. I can sleep. Let's open up the stash. Drop off some more stuff. Let's see what I got. If there's only a way I can get some of this stuff. I have plenty of this stuff. Weighs a bit for some of it, but that's okay. Weapons. I'm going to drop off a shovel sort of for later. I'll go and drop off. As I was saying, I'll go and drop off a cricket bat. Oh, that's right. And a couple of those. I don't need you anymore. Keep the gas mask, allows you to breathe in toxic fog and other fumes. It creates only when in bad gas areas. Alright. We're going to go ahead and sleep.
Try not to dream about trains.
And my friends, that is it for this stream. I still need to, try and make something to eat for dinner. It's going to be an early dinner, I know, but I'd rather have something to eat now instead of having to try and do it later. So thank you so much for watching. Thank you for coming and joining me on this lovely journey. Don't forget to follow me here on Twitch, twitch.tv/LordBoymeister. Or if you're following me on the VOD later, twitch.tv/LordBoymeister. I might do this as just a every now and then stream, just because. Of course, I can't see you. See the mouse? Yeah, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe on YouTube, all that fun stuff. Follow me on Twitter. Follow me on Twitch and Twitter and Facebook. Wednesday, 7 p.m. I'll go back live with more. What am I playing currently? Oh, Dead Rising. Friday, 7 p.m. Mountain Time, more Shenmue 2. Saturday, 7 p.m. Mountain Time, more Persona 5 Royal. I have videos going up on YouTube 6 a.m. and noon every single day. So yeah, I hope you all enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching, and until the next time, I am the Bowmeister, and as always, I have been obediently yours.